The Life-Saving Cash Grant project is coming to the end, and learning from what has transpired during the 8 months of its implementation is of paramount importance. So, the consortium organizations led by DCA arranged a learning event, a platform for all the stakeholders of the ECO-funded project to share information, lessons learned, challenges and recommendations that can inform future programming. So, on Thursday, 10th August 2017, the project implementation team, namely DCA, MASECOPS and TPO, divided themselves into 5 groups to interact with a sample of the project beneficiaries in a particular zone to establish the impact of the multi-purpose cash grant, cash for work, and the cash, plus protection interventions and lessons learned right from inception to date.
Was the money you received enough to meet your needs?
Ade grus nagon tao kinengona akif.
Yes, you.
The responses were then shared in a one-day seminar codenamed the Learning Event. The participants, among other stakeholders, included DCA, MASECOPS, TPO, UNHCR, Airtel, and the Office of the Prime Minister. While officiating at the opening ceremony, the commandant of Bidibidi Refugee Settlement said,
immediately when the emergency started, there was a survey that was done, and we realized that there was no cash in the market. And we agreed that we needed a quick fix. And DCA came in very fast to do that with emergency cash for supplementary foods, then non-conditional cash. Then the rest of the members joined. So thank you DCA for being the pioneers. The integration of cash with protection, I think, was a good one. Putting these people in the cash economy. Then psychosocially supporting them to realize that they still have value, they can do better development. So let's see how we exit from this, but we create more sustainable development.
To set the stage for presentations and discussions, Mushaya Cliff, the project manager, gave an overview of the ECO project.
The objective is to improve access to basic needs through the unconditional cash transfer that we are talking about. Then also to provide the social cycle support to the beneficiaries of the cash. The other element is to create temporary employment for idle youth through cash for work activities. The target beneficiary, we are looking at people with special needs, which are pregnant and lactating women, the elderly, the disabled, child-headed households, and the chronically ill, and also youth and women between 18 and 35 years. We are looking at 10,500 for unconditional cash, 1,050 for 9 hours of session. Then we have 2,600 youth for cash for work activities. The transfer amount for unconditional cash is 38,000 per month. And cash for work, we are looking at 10,000 daily wage. Transfer modalities, we are looking at mobile money, cash in transit for Mexico, and cash for work, we pay them directly through our finance department that goes to them.
Now with a leveled ground, each of the 5 groups presented their findings, and the findings had a lot of similarities that
beneficiaries were happy about the project because the selected households were verified by the community and selected to benefit from the project. So they believed it was fair and the right people were chosen.
There were 2 modalities of disbursing the cash, but majority of the beneficiaries preferred mobile money.
Why they like mobile money? Others said it is easy to keep their money, which accounted for about 28%. Then their money can't be stolen, which accounted for like about 53%. They have alternative use of SIM cards, and then it is flexible to withdraw their cash at any time.
If you compare Airtel process and The SGA is quicker because the money is already in the envelope. The beneficiaries come, you pull the money out to confirm that it is the right amount and they go.
The SGA modality was introduced to address the challenge of blocked SIM cards resulting from the Uganda Communications Commission's directive to register all SIM users using the National Identification Number. Though little, the 38,000 shillings per month helped them solve some of their immediate needs.
97% believe there was improvement, while 3 do not believe that there was any improvement in their livelihood. And out of those who say there was improvement in their livelihood, at least 86% believe that they were able to meet their basic needs. Then about the negative consequences, the common was hatred from the neighbors. Someone mentioned that there's over-drinking after beneficiaries receive their money.
The combination of cash and protection was a unique and very effective approach.
The group makeup fostered trust among the members to begin saving from the cash they received, which was basis for them to start income-generating activities. They were also able to feel safe and empowered through the cash program to meet their household needs. They had freedom of expression and sharing of issues among themselves, suitable issues.
The Cash for Work youth groups were grateful to the project for providing an income source. Though temporarily, it was better than nothing. Some of the youths invested their money, and slowly but steadily they are progressing. Each group was required to capture a success story from the zone they visited.
We interfaced with the CBT member, a lady called Rosiana. While they were coming, they were arrested by the rebels on the way and taken to the bush, where they were commanded to undress themselves. And they had a gunshot. The rebel commander told them to get up and run. So she picked her clothes and ran naked with her 3 children. Shortly, they got the people ahead of them were all killed. Others were on the road, others were along the roadside, and others were in the bush. Now, when she reached Uganda, in the Bibili settlement, she didn't have anybody to help her with her 3 children. Nobody wants back for her house. As she was pondering what to do, she tested and realized that she was also pregnant. The first thing that came to her mind was to abort and commit suicide. But then, another question, who would take care of my 3 children? The most basic thing was that each night she would have bad dreams. She would even see these dead people along the roadside come to her. And this kept tormenting her. Life became so hard. Later on, TPO came and requested her to join a group in her village. And each time she attended the counseling session, she would go back home and feel there's a difference in her life than before she went to the counseling. Besides, within the course of the week, she was sharing her problems with the CBT members, and she was able to get solutions to most of her stressing problems. And the good thing was, later on, she found herself well. All the bad thoughts got off her mind. And now, she has delivered a child. The child is 2 months. She was able to plan and use the money. She had been getting well.
Jacqueline's story paints a picture of hope that even if the project closes, she, like many others who invested their money, can easily get it whenever they need it to address any need. But the investment initiative sent mixed feelings among the participants.
We've seen beneficiaries registering successes around long-term livelihood options. Yeah? Buying goats, buying chicken, besides feeding. So my question comes in now. Do you think we really targeted the right people? Probably there was someone who was left out, who actually needed that money for basic needs.
These beneficiaries are selected by the communities themselves. They know who is who in their setup. Now, it will not be an offense if I was given 38,000 shillings for 6 months and I feel that my priority is to start up a business. I don't see it as an offense.
The thing that I wanted to ask is that people are actually able to save. And at the same time, people are saying it's not enough. For me, I'm starting asking my question, how does it happen where a group which is able to save and other people, they say they want the money to be doubled?
Saving is a culture. It's a practice that we have to start learning, regardless of how much. And this is what we preach even when we talk about VSLA, regardless of the community's level. So that's why you find VSLA is self-selection. So you'll find one group that saves 500 shillings a week, while another one saves 10,000. So it's about the levels you can manage. And also, of course, the households are not the same. There are some that probably have more mouths than others. So when the cash was being given out, I don't think that was being taken into consideration. Those with 2 and those with 3 were getting about the same amount of money. So there is still a possibility that savings can be made.
By the end of the day, all the participants had a clear understanding of the 8 months life-saving cash grant and protection project, and together they came up with recommendations that can inform future programming.
It is very vital to involve all the stakeholders as we begin selecting beneficiaries, and this is very key to success of any programs. It is also highly recommended that we need to select the right modality of transferring cash based on the one which has no much challenges. It is also highly recommended that we support production to be done from the community where beneficiaries come from, and including the host community, so that the money we are giving out should be retained by the locals within.
For sustainability purpose, we need to integrate these interventions with community mobilization.
I would like to really appreciate your great job you have done and say thank you and encourage you to continue. Wherever you have worked, we haven't seen a big number coming once like what we had in PDP. We should be proud of your intervention. We do hope that the emergency is over, but we will continue to work hands in hand, and that we will have much more partnership in the coming years, that we will be able to really bring together these South Sudanese, help them to the point where until we help them to go back home, and we continue to pray for peace in their country, so that one day we see them going back and settle back home.